Wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host. And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, hello and welcome to the Monday KVJ Show. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good to have you back in here, Bird.
Good to have you back in my life, too.
Okay, yes. I hear you. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to unpack here. Jbird was out on Friday, and boy, that was something. We'll get to that story here coming up. That was fun to check out. I come in here on crutches today, so we got to unpack that as well. Well, what a weekend, huh?
Yeah.
What a weekend, man. Yeah, the Super Bowl was going on last night. I'm almost kind of proud to say I did not watch one snap. Now, Virginia, I know you had said that you weren't going to watch any at all, but I guess your family caved on that one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was looking forward to a football-free Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
But then I just knew it. My panda, he loves football so much.
Right.
He could not stay away. And as we were getting ready to crawl into bed right about 9 p., he just was like, oh, let me just put it on and check in. I was like,
okay, here we go.
I was happy to see that it was a bad game, though. When we turned it on in the third quarter, it was a blowout.
Yeah, I didn't really. If you had to miss a Super Bowl, that might have been the one to miss. It really, for three quarters, he had nothing. Nobody was scoring any touchdowns. Nothing exciting was going on. It was a pretty boring game. Really was. So that wasn't that fantastic. So when I woke up and kind of got it, and then today went and checked out the highlights, I'm like, wow, okay, so a field goal kicker was pretty much the highlight of the game.
Were the Patriots trying to make a run for it at the end?
They were, but they were kind of far off the mark.
Okay.
I mean, it was, when you're down by more than a touchdown, I know the last play, Travion Henderson, the running back that they have for the Patriots, it kind of held him down at the end, and he kind of came up like, let me up, let's go. And it's like, yeah, dude, you're done. Like, the game's over. Like,
game's over.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you're going to, be able to get back into this thing. So, yeah, so it was not a great game last night. If you stayed up and watched it, you're probably pretty upset today.
I forgot it was on.
Yeah. See, honestly, you probably did yourself a service.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
Yeah.
It put me right to sleep. That third quarter, I was like,
yeah, right. Yeah, 29-13 was the final last night. The Seahawks get their second championship. They sacked the quarterback for the Patriots, Drake May, 6 times, forced 2 interceptions, recovered a fumble.
Dang.
The running back for the Seahawks got the MVP. His name is Kenneth Walker III. So he was excited. His dad was there, which is something, because I guess his dad doesn't like crowds and has never gone to one of his games, really. So the Super Bowl, yeah, I guess not. So
wow.
I guess the Super Bowl was pretty much the first time that they've had him out there.
If you hate crowds, the Super Bowl is going to be a little jarring.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, the kicker, Jason Myers, set a Super Bowl record, 5 field goals. So that really kind of sums up the game. So if you love field goals, then you got all that kind of good stuff. They had a lot of hype. I mean, celebrities all over the place, just all weekend. You could see everybody was in San Francisco from the parties happening Friday, Saturday night, then into the game on Sunday. That's all I saw. Cardi B was out a lot. She was all over the place.
Yeah, her man's team didn't win, though. We didn't get that proposal on the sidelines that everybody was talking about.
No, in fact, we might have to get to it. We have a rumored breakup, actually.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's blaming her for the Patriots' loss and said, that's it, we're done.
I don't know what's happening, but we'll have to get to that. I'm kind of seeing initial reports that actually we might have gone the complete other way.
Oh, no. Their baby's not even 3 months old.
I know. Is anyone really shocked?
It's such an infant.
I'm not shocked.
I was going to say, anybody see this thing go in the distance? Yeah. But yeah, they trickled in celebrities every single possible place that they could, including just introducing the teams. They had John Bon Jovi. He was introducing the New England Patriots last night.
We all we need, ladies and gentlemen, your 6-time Super Bowl champion, current AFC champion, your New England Patriots.
Okay. There's John Bon Jovi. What do you think, and who did a better job? John Bon Jovi or Chris Pratt, who introduced the Seattle Seahawks last night?
Your NFC champion, Seattle Seahawks!
Which one you like better?
I think I got to go Chris Pratt.
Me too.
Yeah, Pratt.
Pratt pumped him up, and then they won.
Yeah.
They need to thank Pratt.
Yeah, I feel like he brought a little bit more. Yeah, so that was just one of the things that went on. Did you enjoy any of the commercials that happened? That was very star-studded as well. Was there one that jumped out? You're like, oh, no, okay, that's okay. I kind of like that one. A lot of them I didn't really love. Probably the one that might have done it for me. I actually kind of like the Dunkin' ad, where it was Ben Affleck and a gazillion other celebrities, and they de-aged them using AI and kind of took them all back to the 90s.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That AI is getting next level.
It's kind of getting crazy. And so the whole thing was, he was a Dunkin' worker that was, what's his name? Affleck. And so he had all these other 90s characters around, and he was supposed to be dating, Jen from Friends.
Okay.
Jennifer
Aniston.
Yeah. And so he's like, well, we're on a break. And then at the end of the ad, she pops in the window as young Rachel from back in the day with the Friends, and she pulls in Tom Brady. And that's who she's dating now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was all right. I was like, okay, that's kind of surprising. It was kind of fun to see them de-aged. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything that really jumped out at me that I loved. Was there anything? Did you see any of the ads, Virginia?
I didn't. I just kind of went, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
The hype was just too much.
Most of the ads were already aired 2 weeks ago.
No, you're right. That's why I hadn't seen the Dunkin' one yet. That's probably the only reason why that kind of played for me, was just because I was a little bit surprised. Yeah, everything else, I'm not surprised by it. Well, they say that a lot of people are not going to be at work today. Go figure. 26.2 million Americans are expected to call in sick today. That's a big number, but it's a number that keeps growing, which just lends me to believe that I think people are just really over having to work, where there's a couple different things you could do. You either move the game to a Saturday night where people can have Sunday to recover and they can sleep in, or you've got to move President's Day and make it a Super Bowl Monday, so it's pretty much a holiday for most people today.
That would be ideal.
Right.
Give people what they want, which is the Monday off.
You got two easy fixes, I think. And why they don't do that, I don't know. Now, the number keeps drifting up. 26.2 this year. It was 22.6 last year and just 16.1 million in 2024.
Oh, it is creeping up.
So in 2 years, 10 more million people are saying, you know what? I'm not going. I'm just not going to do it. So, yeah, why not just give them the day off? So it feels like a lot of times if you watch the Super Bowl halftime show and you see those couple commercials, I feel like the commercials even kind of start to taper off when you get later in the game.
Just like an SNL episode.
It is,
At
yeah.
the back end, you always know, all right, it's time to go.
I kind of noticed that. I think the Dunkin' ad that I like most, I think that was maybe getting into halftime or right after. It was somewhere sandwiched around it.
I bet you that's the best placement, right before halftime show.
Yes.
I think so, because there's just so much intrigue that happens with it. But all weekend, you had all kinds of parties that were going on. I saw the chain smokers were playing at one bar event. Travis Kelce was up there pumping his fist. And then they had to do that obligatory thing. I wonder how awkward he feels when they put on Taylor Swift and the spotlight's on him, and now he's got to react and dance to his fiance's songs.
It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and they do happy birthday. You're not expecting it. You're kind of like, I don't feel good.
Right.
It's awkward.
Yeah, all right, because what else am I going to do? It's like, all right, I got to dance and be so into my fiance's songs. Yeah, you just kind of wonder how that all goes. And, I know there was a lot of people that had their own feelings because obviously Bad Bunny did everything in Spanish and then did his little shout out. But I was just thinking there's got to be so much pride. If you're Puerto Rican and you're seeing that at a Super Bowl, you got to feel like, okay, all right, we're kind of getting our comeuppance for once. Here we are, we've been a U.S. territory forever, and to finally kind of get our recognition and get the main stage on the mainland, I thought was kind of cool. And then Bad Bunny kind of ended it by doing his little shout out. It was all good. And he also, too, brought in some other artists like Karol G and Jessica Alba was there. Pedro Pascal was kind of hanging out the casita.
He was under there just chilling.
Yeah, they're in there just kind of doing their thing.
It was a vibe.
Yeah, just kind of, cramming them all in there.
The very Hispanic Alex Earl. What? Which one of these does not belong?
Yeah. Well, she had a time though too, man.
I know. Did you see all the videos from the after parties and the pre-parties?
Oh, I did.
She got a little hot hand.
Yes, absolutely. So a lot of stuff going on there. I know some people were checking out the Puppy Bowl. Other people turning out the Turning Point USA. They did their own little halftime show.
And how was Kid Rock?
I think I had heard that he just did one song. Is what it was.
You better have done that ba with the ba.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Or did he do the one with the Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah, Ball with the Ball seems like it'd be a better halftime show. But yeah, I didn't get to check out that whole performance. I did hear a little bit. They kind of opened up with the national anthem. Their Brantley Gilbert's band did, just kind of an instrumental version of that.
Gotcha.
So that was kind of the flavor that they had going on over there. So hopefully you got what you wanted out of your Super Bowl last night. I don't know how memorable it's going to be because the game was so boring, but I think probably Bad Bunny's what's going to stand out the most. And it's going to be the one that people remember for that reason. I guess it was a banner weekend for NBC, my goodness, because they do the Olympics as well.
Oh, my gosh.
And then they had the Super Bowl. I mean, it is a lot.
Talk about hogging up all the airtime.
They really kind of were, yeah. I mean, good for them, I guess. Because that's kind of a big deal. But, yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was going on. So, yeah, they kicked things to other different networks and all that kind of stuff. So, I guess you got to go other places to find it with all the other NBCs that they have. And Peacock as well now. They can put a lot of stuff, over on that network. Did you watch a lot of it, a little bit? Did you see any of the opening ceremonies on Friday? Anybody check it out?
I, again, didn't know. I forgot it was on. I always find out the next day.
Yeah. Sometimes you miss a Friday. You watched a little bit of it, Virginia?
I did. I watched some of the highlights of it, but we were very running around busy this weekend doing other stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, the stuff to check out was your girl, Mariah Carey. She was out there doing a performance like the diva that she is. She came out there, and the one comment about some of her performance was some people were saying that she was lip syncing during that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think everybody does that, or they sing over their track.
Does she normally lip sync? Is that a rare thing for her?
I can't say for sure. I know she has, and I know she hasn't. I think it's really just about the venue and the sound.
Well, didn't something happen one time when she was on stage and she just stopped and was walking around the stage and everyone's like, why is she not singing? And you could hear vocals?
Yeah, that has happened.
Well, some people were noticing, too, that she had an entourage of about 10 people that were out there in the middle of the ice kind of helping her off.
10 people.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to fall. You
No,
can't
right.
fall on the ice.
No, you're right.
That would
Absolutely.
be a viral moment that would live in infamy if she
Right.
busted it.
That'd be the only part of her performance that people would remember is if she ate it.
Liking and sharing forever.
That would be a clip that would go on and on and on.
3 people would get fired if she fell.
Yes. Probably the big moment that a lot of people were talking about. You're discussing Lindsey Vonn, and she had torn her ACL. In fact, I couldn't even believe that she was even going to be performing because she was flown off the side of a mountain it seemed like about a week and a half ago.
And then here she is back. Mm-hmm. But what happened? It seemed like maybe she did one of those little jumpies during her run and her leg did not recover.
Yeah, no, that was what was rough. It almost seemed like the pole that they use as skiers kind of caught, one of the gates that they have. And then she just kind of went launching and then just landed crazy. And then, everybody was, the crowd reactions were unreal because they had everybody around her because she, I guess, fractured her leg. But, sometimes those breaks are pretty gruesome. And so they had a lot of people around her. And even as they were bringing her into the hospital, because they had to then fly her off of the mountain again.
So dramatic.
Yes, that they had people holding up sheets and all that to try to shield her from the cameras. So it was a lot. And here's what it sounded like as she crashed during the Olympics.
Lindsey Vonn pulls out of the gate in hopes of more Olympic glory.
I just know after the years of watching her, she will ski at her limit. The tone is set right here.
Oh, my goodness! No!
Yeah, so it was a profanity-laden moment. that went down. Yeah, that was tough to see. So, she obviously is going to be done. I mean, if she comes back again, wow.
That would be impressive.
Girl, you got to let that thing heal.
I got a torn ACL. I got a broken leg.
But she's back.
But she's back again.
I mean, that is the Olympic spirit.
She skis with one leg.
Next, she breaks her neck, but she's coming back for a fourth time.
Oh, my God.
Lindsey Vonn is still out there. I can't believe it. Yeah, the rating's pretty good. They got 21.4 million viewers across NBC and Peacock. It was a 34% increase from what they had in 2022 for the Winter Games opening in Beijing. So people definitely giving some interest to that. And, already with 21.4, they believe it'll catch up with the Super Bowl. I think they had just over 130 last night. They were watching that, so I assume that'll probably catch up. The U.S., I don't know exactly what all the medal count is now, but I know this is kind of a bad omen. Breezy Johnson, who was our first medal winner, actually broke their medal. It was a gold for Team USA.
Don't jump in them. I was jumping in excitement, and it broke. So there's the medal, and there's the ribbon. And here's the little piece that is supposed to go in the ribbon to hold it in the medal. And yeah, it came apart. I'm sure somebody will fix it. It's not like crazy broken, but a little broken.
Okay.
Oh, they got to get a tighter little metal part.
Yeah.
If you can break it from jumping, that thing's a little dinky.
Maybe it's soft gold. I don't know. Thing's worth $2,300. So the gold. If you get all the way down to the bronze, though, here's a little bit of the discrepancy. You get a gold, you get $2,300 worth of the medal. You get the bronze, it's $5.60.
Oh, damn.
What? There's a little bit of a drop off there, isn't there? Just going to show you how we value those bronze medals. Well, a lot of stuff going on over the weekend. We had a KVJ street cleanup that happened Saturday morning. Thanks to everybody that came out for that, and to Bluebird Kids Health, our big sponsor that provides the KVJ Volunteer Army shirts.
Yeah, it started out chilly.
Yeah.
But then it warmed up really nice.
Yeah, it was. Got a lot of garbage collected and did it in about 90 minutes like we like to do, and in and out, bam. So we got about 3 more of those coming up this year. So if you'd like to be a part of that, nice to bring the kids out and show them what it's like to do something great for the community. Virginia, you then emceed an event that required you doing some math on Saturday night.
I did. So I was the live auctioneer at the Maltz Jupiter Theater Gala. They held it at the Pelican Club.
Okay.
It was gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And being the live auctioneer, you have to be on your toes with the money and adding and not losing your place. And those are all things that I struggle with, especially the adding part.
Is that the kind when you go, $1 here, $1 there, with $2? Oh, we got $2 back there. Was it like that?
Yes.
And were you going fast?
I was trying to go as fast as I could. And also sound like a human, because sometimes when they get up there and they're like, it sounds stupid.
They're
You're
not saying anything.
What are you doing?
Just
You're like
a bunch of gibberish.
Speaking in tongues, and I think people don't like that. That's jarring.
I think within that community they like it, as far as the type of people that auction. If you're good at it.
I do it for the people sitting in the room that don't want to hear no, what is that?
Yeah.
So I was trying to talk like a human, but talk fast, and then still have funny banter.
Oh, they got that? So they got you doing math, talking fast, and witty banter?
I tried to juggle it all. Wow. It's not easy.
That's a lot.
Did you nail it?
I almost nailed it.
Okay.
I messed up twice, but luckily I had people that were helping. Like Andrew from the Maltz Theater was there, and he got me back on track with the numbers, because I was going into my jokey routine and forgot where I was with the numbers.
Oh, yeah, it's tough to do everything.
You can't do both.
Right.
You just got to remember the number and then do your joke, but still retain that number and then know where you have to go. Ugh.
So if you had to say of the 3 things you had to do, talking fast, math, and stand-up comedy, what do you think in the order? What did you do best?
I mean, mean, I didn't do anything spectacular. I think probably I stayed on track pretty much the whole time with the money. I only messed up the money twice.
Okay.
So I think that was pretty good. That was like the best, staying on track with the money part.
Okay. That's important.
There's no way I could do that gig. It would fall apart real quick.
Dude, 0 cocktails. It was an open bar. And the amount of restraint for me to have 0 cocktails at an open bar, that was the most difficult part of the whole evening.
It's almost like a Christmas miracle in January.
It really
or
was.
February.
I don't think, even one drink, I don't know, then you start to kind of fall apart. Not you, but that would be anybody.
Yeah, I would have. I can't have even one sip of alcohol. I got to be focused. Nobody can talk to me beforehand.
One drink's no good because it's just enough that it breaks your focus and you can't really concentrate, but you're still not really having fun.
Right.
Yeah, and you're still kind of nervous to get up there and go, I have to do math?
Yeah.
Still not a good dancer.
Yeah, one cocktail doesn't do a lot.
No.
Yeah. So you think maybe the witty banter was number 1, the math was 3rd?
I don't know. I think the math skill part was the hardest part. I probably did the best at that. And then witty banter tails off.
Okay.
Probably 2nd or 3rd. But they raised $175,000 with their live auction. So that's the number.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a very beneficial weekend for you. Doing a lot of good things for the community.
It was fun. It was stepping out of that comfort zone.
Yeah. You said your daughter Magnolia also ran herself a half marathon.
She did, up in Tallahassee.
Okay.
Her and a couple of her friends, they've been training for it.
Yeah.
And she had her fastest time ever for all the individual miles and then for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like her mama. She ran a marathon.
She did.
Wow, okay.
Isn't your daughter doing that too?
My daughter did the half. She did the Singer Island Marathon about this time last year. And then coming up, she's going to be doing a full marathon in Stewart in about a month or so.
Wow.
Does she love running?
Yeah, she's really gotten into it. I don't know what it is. Now, she'll tell you that she doesn't run really for speed. I think she just likes going out there and, kind of helps her think and clears her mind. And she likes strapping into some music or something
Well, your wife used to run, so it's in her.
Yeah, I mean, Caitlin, was running long distance, at least 5Ks when she was a little kid. And I still remember her coming across the finish line. We got a great photo of her barfing. Nice keepsake. So she's been doing that for a while. So, yeah, she's kind of gravitated back towards it, for that reason. I think there's just something about the accomplishment of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking to one of our KVJ Nationers at the street cleanup on Saturday, and she just loves all the endurance stuff. She's been doing triathlons. She's done like 20 or 30 of them. And
Good
she does
for her.
all these different kind of things. And so she was saying the biggest thing is you got to make sure that you're hydrating a good bit before. So the day before, at least, you want, in a sense, to be chugging Gatorades and things like that, getting those electrolytes in your body. She did say with the pasta, it depends upon, where you are with the food. You do want to have, some carbohydrates or something to kind of, fuel you up, maybe a little lean protein on that, but not too much because she said that's when you get the GI issues.
So don't go to Olive Garden, get a bunch of pasta, and do a marathon.
Might have a Code Brown.
I can tell you about that aspect of a marathon.
Yeah, you had the GI issues?
My very first one I did right around mile 10.
Okay.
I was like, oh, girl, you better run fast.
Yeah.
It did help my time.
Okay.
Because once you have a little accident, you're like, how bad is it? Thank God I'm wearing black shorts. And let me just get to that finish line as quick as possible.
You probably feel kind of lean and mean, don't you?
It wasn't that big of an evacuation.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. It didn't make a difference in my weight.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. All right. My shoe's a little heavier, but other than that, I feel great.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, if you have been betting with Drake and you don't think the Drake curse is real, you may want to evaluate your plan because Drake, again, got it wrong. This is the curse of Drake. A lot of people say that he is terrible when it comes to placing big bets for big games. He picked the New England Patriots to win the Super Bowl.
Nope.
And he bet $1 million on it.
Yeah, well, go big or go home, right?
Stop involving yourself in sports, Drake.
Yeah, dude. I mean, is anybody still betting with Drake with the whole curse of Drake now? So whatever Drake bets on, you may want to go the other way.
Yeah, in a sense, he's great at that. You just look at what he does and do the exact opposite.
We were all watching to see what would happen on the sidelines. We were hoping, if Stephon Diggs won the Super Bowl with the Patriots, people were speculating that he might propose right then and there on the sidelines to Cardi B. Mm-hmm. But now it appears that not only is there not going to be a proposal, there may not even be a relationship. People are saying the two have unfollowed each other on Instagram and that they may have actually broken up before the Super Bowl even played out.
Wow. Okay.
The highs and then the lows.
Oh, yeah.
It's a roller coaster over here.
Now, she had quite a weekend. She was out a good bit partying.
And also as a part of stuff, she was getting paid.
Yes. Right.
She was a performer at other parties, high end.
Yeah, you could tell. It just seemed like it was one appearance after another, that they were just ushering her along to be like, make some money here, make some money there, make some money there. She was walked out of her lobby, I guess, at the Intercontinental Hotel in San Francisco, and they had some robot there. And so she comes out, skin-tight outfit, and I guess shows us what her routines used to look like when she used to be a dancer, an entertainer. And she started kind of like twerking a bit on this robot, kind of touching it all sexy. And then the robot kind of leaned and fell on top of her.
What?
So I guess it was heavy. And so as it started to fall forward, she lost her balance. She falls down, and the robot falls right on top of her.
Oh, no.
That reminds me of the time I fell on Virginia off the stage.
Oh, this is a mess.
Oh, it was something. So at first it's like sexy and funny, and then it just became kind of horrific. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Who was in charge of this? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I guess they didn't warn her about the dangers of robot balance. So maybe she just got the robot going too much and just couldn't take the sexiness.
Was this planned or this was just impromptu?
Not the robot falling on her. You could tell that wasn't planned.
And then I'm watching the video now. And then 7 people grabbed the robot off of her.
Yeah, that part you could tell. That was not a planned event.
Oh, my gosh.
Then they had the flag football game on Friday. So she got there, and she also had done an appearance, I think, for Don Julio as one tequila maker. And so she was there kind of singing and dancing a bit, and then she would take a little drink every now and then.
I love it.
The big old Don, I think it was a Don Julio bottle that she was drinking. And by the time she got to the flag football game, I think she's a bit lit.
Any good parties this week?
Honey, I just came from a party. I took like 7 shots. I'm lit. Y'all talking to me, and I'm drunk as a mother.
And you ain't bring nothing?
You talking about what party? Where I went to all the parties, honey. Collecting the bag and getting drunk, taking the free drinks and shit.
Okay.
Oh, J Bobby, that's my brother.
Yes.
That's my brother, J Bobby, my brother.
So that's who you rooting for, Cardi?
Yeah, so she was having a good time. So I don't know if any of that led into what might be happening with their relationship, but she was enjoying herself at least most of the weekend.
I mean, how hammered would you be after 7 shots?
I would be in a bad state.
And it didn't sound like she was stopping either.
No. She was full of herself. Good thing they had that thing on YouTube.
I mean, it's easy to get caught up in it. They're paying you to shoot tequila? Okay. Don't threaten me with a good time.
We've done events like that where it's free liquor, and boy, oh boy, that's a rough morning the next day.
You're like, oh my gosh, what did I do?
It can get away from you pretty quick.
It should also be noted that Stephon Diggs's ex-girlfriend was spotted in and out of the team hotel where the Patriots were staying. So there would really be no reason for her to be coming in and out of that hotel under normal circumstances, unless, of course, she was maybe nursing his wounds after the breakup with Cardi B.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you would hope that she is not getting to his room because I would think, honestly, if you are in the Super Bowl, I would have to tell my family, be like, look, give me this weekend. I got to focus on this because if I've got family around or whatever, people are going to come after you guys. And if he was entertaining ladies and then the Patriots lose the Super Bowl as they did, yeah, it doesn't sit well with a lot of people. They just feel like, okay, you got plenty of time to do all that kind of philandering. Like it's the offseason now. Do it all now. Well, don't do it Super Bowl weekend.
And finally here, this has a Patriots tie-in. So, Bill Belichick, the former coach of the Patriots, just got snubbed by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. He was hoping to be included in this year's class. He was not. And, his girl is a little salty, I guess. She is mad at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but I guess she's also mad at Robert Kraft. So when they showed up on Saturday in Chapel Hill, making his first public appearance since he was snubbed by the Pro Football Hall of Fame, she showed up in a sweatshirt that had a huge logo on it that said Orchids of Asia Day Spa, which was the Florida massage parlor where Robert Kraft was accused of getting one of those rubbing tugs back in 2019. It is a bigger than life logo of the Orchids of Asia Day Spa, and I am cackling in the corner.
And
that is amazing.
That would be a great seller too. Could you imagine if you could actually purchase that? If it's on sale anywhere, I imagine people are buying that up like crazy.
If you got an Etsy shop, if you got a t-shirt making business,
right?
Seriously, if you want to troll the Patriots, you want to troll any of that, Robert, all of it, Orchids of Asia Day Spa logo sweatshirt should be a top seller.
Pretty amazing.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Well, if you are burned on 6-7, maybe this is good news, but it's good and bad. The good news is that I think people are kind of starting to move on to something else. We started using 6-7 as much as we could here, hoping to finally kill it because we realized that once we start talking about it and kids find out that KVJ is using 6-7, then they stop wanting to use it.
While they're groaning?
Yes.
Yeah, if we're using it, the kids are like, nah.
Yeah, no, time to move on. Time to find something else. So I guess apparently they have found that something else. Chicken banana, I guess, is the new viral thing that is spreading all over the place. And like it typically does, it's starting with elementary school children, and it might be catching on. I think this is the new 6-7. They're retiring that, and they're moving on to this. Now, what it is, it comes from this techno song, which already I'm sure Jbird's all in. It is by Sweden's Crazy Music Channel, and it features chickens fused with bananas, which now is become a TikTok and Instagram dance trend.
I bet that could be a good dish, too. Banana mixed with chicken?
Chicken banana.
It might work, yeah. It's kind of got a little bit of the vibe. Remember that peanut butter jelly time? Peanut butter jelly time? Yeah. So if you hated that, let me introduce you to chicken banana.
Chicken banana, banana, banana. Chicken banana, chicken banana. Chicken banana, banana, banana. Chicken banana, chicken banana. Chicken banana, banana, banana. Chicken.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all they got?
Chicken and banana. You got 2 words. Yeah, it's kind of like 6-7. They want to keep them very basic, easy to remember. You can remember 6 and you can remember 7, right?
Sure.
Can you remember chicken and banana?
I can.
That's all you got to do. We don't want to challenge anybody today. That's what it is. We used to do peanut butter jelly time, but that was 4 words. We now knocked it down to 2.
What was 6-7 mean again? I think that people have tried to explain it, and I still don't get it.
It really doesn't mean a lot. It just kind of started with the player's height. It was kind of a spoof thing, and then it was somebody like, I don't know, 6'7", kind of like his height, and then it became the juggling of the hands and the 6'7", and then it just kind of took off.
Huh.
And it became the thing. And now here we are with chicken banana, the new thing to replace it. So there you go. Good luck with that. Huh?
Nothing makes sense, Kevin.
No, it
No.
I'm so confused.
When you get to a certain age, you just have to go, you know what? It's not going to make any sense.
Yeah. So I guess it's maybe the new thing you can talk about in your toxic mom group. I don't know if you saw on the tip of the toxic mom group, boy, these toxic moms are still kind of going at each other. It's in this little celebrity circle that is happening. I saw there was a little bit of a story on that. Kaley Cuoco apparently savagely roasted Ashley Tisdale over a toxic mom group drama.
I love it.
She was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. And the Big Bang Theory alum took aim at Tisdale's January bombshell essay on The Cut on Thursday when she responded to a fan asking for her opinion on the mess. So
it seems that Andy Cohen gets stuff out of celebrities.
Yeah, I mean, he has a show where they drink cocktails, and if you drink and you lube people up a little bit, it is easier to get info out of them. They'll say things when their inhibitions are down. He knows that. And two, Andy is messy. Andy likes to get in there and get the tea.
Stir it up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you should ever do an interview on TV while you've been drinking.
Do they swear on that show?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
They bleep it out.
I'll let Denny's take a little listen to that then, because I got the clip of what she had to say. We'll get to that in some viral audio. So she was going all in on it. So
they're supposed to bleep it out for when it airs.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's from the airing, it should be bleeped.
Okay.
But especially the reality stars. I mean, they lose their mind cursing on that show. Like they don't have the filter.
Okay.
And he gets mad at them. He's like, "Oh, you know it's live." He kind of flips his lid.
Well, I got a dumb button here. We'll take a little bit of a chance to see what she had to say about this. Okay, here's a bit of Kaley Cuoco on Ashley Tisdale's Toxic Mom Group.
He said, since you have a mom group of your own, what did you think about the whole mom group drama in L.A.?
I mean, if you
Is
don't
it
like
the talk?
If you don't like being part of a group, just leave, baby.
Right, just leave the group.
But we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That seems pretty basic, right?
That's pretty tame.
Yeah.
I don't really hear any kind of, I'm coming for her.
No.
That's weak.
That is good advice. You know, if you're in a group and it's toxic, just decide not to be in the group anymore.
You ever been part of a mom group?
I'm a fringe player.
Mm-hmm.
There's a mom group in my neighborhood, and there's definitely sub-sex.
Oh, yeah.
And there's also sub-threads
Yes.
where people on the thread, the big thread, do little side threads and talk bad about others.
That's what my friend was in one of those mom groups, and she said it turned toxic within about a month.
Yeah, girls can be vicious and cruel.
Do you think a majority of the mom groups get a little bit toxic and have drama in them?
Yes.
Especially on Wine Wednesday.
Yeah, I just think that it's the nature of the beast.
Well, there's always going to be one that, like, can you believe that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if you're not on any side threads, they're probably talking about you.
Yeah, there's another.
Just so you know, there's always a side thread. And if you're like scratching your head going, side thread? I didn't know there was a side thread. Yeah, they're talking about you.
But make sure you send the trash talking to the right side thread, because you could actually send it to the real thread.
Girl.
Which I have done before.
Yes, girl.
So this time on Friday, we were trying to keep things together as I had things malfunctioning on the board and everything else was kind of going crazy. And there was a lot of stressors that were going on because Jbird was not here. And there are days where Jbird just can't make it in. Obviously, we get sick and that kind of happens. But when it happens, we started the show and there was no Jbird and no sign of Jbird. And we're like, oh, okay, just must be running a little bit late. And then we got to like 6:30 and we're like going, okay, well, let's check and see what's going on with him. We got to make sure he's okay. No word. Got to like 7 o'clock. We're like going, okay, now this is just something that never happens. And so there was a little bit of panic that was kind of settling in. And so we're trying to, continue with the show and stay focused on that. But at the same time, our concern was, growing.
Well, we called your phone and it went right to voicemail, like it was dead or off. And we were like, oh, damn, they Nancy Guthrie'd him. He's been abducted.
You never know these days.
And we don't have the money to pay the ransom. I'm just going to let you know right now.
I felt pretty bad because when I was able to get to my phone and have people thought I was dead.
Well,
we did.
Yeah, I mean,
we were horrified.
I'm so sorry.
I think it was about this time that we really started to get a little bit panicked, and we were calling everybody we could. Some people were at the gym, other people were just kind of out of reach, and so we were just trying to do everything we could to try to get proof of life and be like, we got to make sure that he's absolutely okay. And then it was probably about this time that we'd found out, hey, I went to Jbird's and I was beating on the windows and the doors and there's no answer.
Yeah, my little girlfriend was over there, all 5 feet of her, maybe 4 or 11, and she's beating on all the windows and doors, and she's like, I I don't see him. I don't hear him. I hear nothing coming from inside the house. And we were like, oh my God, he's dead on the floor.
Yeah. I was on the floor, but no, I wasn't dead.
Thank God.
Barely alive.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we finally, I think it was maybe about 8:30, somewhere around there, that we kind of got word that Jbird had thrown his back out, didn't have his phone near him. And
he was on the floor like a fish out of water.
Yes, and with everything we do, it has to be so dramatic. So
it was very dramatic.
So tell me what was going on with you, because we clearly know what was happening here and what was going on in our studio with the panic. And I was like, Denny's, we got a hold of this person, and so we were really kind of focused on that. I go, oh yeah, no, we got to do a show. What was going on with you? When did you get up? How'd your back get thrown out? Where were you?
So my book bag had my laptop and phone in it on my kitchen counter when I was able to stand up and walk around. I had a wicked migraine, and it was awful. And the only thing I had was aspirin, but I hadn't eaten anything. And I took 3 aspirin on an empty stomach, and it tore me up to the point where I was vomiting, which I thought aspirin didn't do that to you.
I guess if you have a sensitive tummy, anything can do that.
So I was violently throwing up, and I know this is going to be a surprise, I don't throw up gently. So I'm throwing up, and my back goes out because my back goes out on the right side, and it starts to spread, and I go, oh, here it comes. And I'm on the ground, and I go, oh, this is
Were you naked?
I was, no, I had my kind of like bum clothes on.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just crawled to my bedroom floor and tried to just lay there, and I didn't hear your friend knock.
You didn't?
I did not.
She was banging on every window and every door.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden I hear boom, boom. That got my attention. So I'm crawling to my door, and I go, who the hell is trying to break into my house? And there's this big silhouette at my door, and they're taking this, looks like a bat, banging it, trying to get through my door. They're ripping it apart, and I'm a little paranoid these days. So that's why I go, am I going to have to fight somebody on the ground?
So that was Bigfoot, your kidney brother. Now, there is no room, I think, that he couldn't get into if he set his mind to it. That is a man on a mission with the muscles to back it up.
Well, the way my door is, you can see a silhouette of somebody, and I go, because he's a big dude.
He's a big dude, and he was not playing around.
Well, I heard the first big knock. I go, what is going on? Because I'm already out of it. I'm going, do I answer this? And then I just hear, boom, 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 boom. I go, oh my gosh, it's going down. All right, how am I going to fight? So I crawl to the door and I just go, who is it? Who the hell's at my door? And he goes, who? It's Romano. And I go, ugh. I open the door and say, brother, everyone thought you were dead.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, it's pretty much what happened.
How is your door today?
I have to get a new door. Okay. I definitely have to get a new door because he was hitting it with all of his might.
Well, he thought that you were in there in distress, possibly dying, and he was going to make sure that door came down.
Well, how did you guys think I died? You didn't think... What was the thinking of?
We didn't know, but we figured that, we just thought, okay, there's no way he would miss the show. There's no way he would be sleeping at 8 because you don't sleep that long.
Yeah. I don't sleep that long.
And we were like, he's either incapacitated or dead.
Yeah, and I haven't been sleeping good either, so that kind of jacks you up as well. So you go in these weird kind of... I don't know. I call them heroin naps. I've never done heroin, by the way, but you're just like in and out. And
maybe don't call it a heroin nap then.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Bad name.
It's called more. It's a weird nap.
Our bosses are going to be like, can you pee in this cup?
I swear. I will. There'll be no heroin.
No heroin. No, we promise. It's a joke.
So then I'm getting. Jim helps me Klepto came over. They helped me get my bag. They got my phone, and they're saying, dude, everyone thought you were dead.
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out, did they think I was dead because of an accident?
No, we just thought there's just never been a time when we couldn't get a hold of you. And people are beating on the windows and doors, and they're like, we don't hear anything.
Well, and then you got, a couple crazy stories. You have, Bob Saget, where he just seemed able-bodied and fine, and he just fell and hit his head, and it took him out. And the same thing with was Ace Frehley from Kiss. Two of those guys had gone that way. And so those are the kind of things that are playing in my head, because knowing how hard you're having a time getting around, I'm like, if he just fell and hit his head, that could be
lights out.
Right, yeah.
So, it just threw my whole body into a complete... I couldn't get to anything. I couldn't do anything. And I could only do that army crawl. And, it's pretty much how it went down. And I apologize that people thought I was dead.
Yeah.
Well, thank God you're not. That's all that matters. You're okay.
Yeah,
we got to get you one of those life alert bracelets.
Be a great endorsement, wouldn't it?
Remember that commercial? I've fallen and I can't get up.
I mean, that is exactly what we needed.
That is what we needed.
Yeah, just to know, okay, he is alive. He's just down and can't move.
Well, it's not that I'm known for accident, having accidents and being accident prone.
I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah,
my sweet little girlfriend was in the yard, and she said she started crying.
No.
And Bigfoot was trying to go through the door, and I'm like, oh my God, so dramatic.
It was probably really traumatic for her. I didn't know who it was, because when the door finally opened, I heard a female's voice, and I'm thinking it's you.
No, we were here.
I feel
freaking out.
She was crying?
Yes.
Oh, man, I feel terrible.
Well, she thought we were going to find you dead, because that's what I was texting her. I'm like, we think he's dead.
Right.
You got to get in there.
We got to find a different way about this. If that ever happens again.
Yeah, we need to get you the I've fallen and I can't get up life alert bracelet.
Yeah, that probably is the best thing, honestly. Yeah, I think I know I'm going to get you for your next.
My grandma's got one. Look, it's real.
Have you known for people to get sick on aspirin?
Anything can make you throw up if you've got a tender tummy.
And nothing in it.
Yes, anything can do that to you.
Okay, so we unpacked what happened with Jbird on Friday. His back had gone out. We didn't hear from him, and he got his door all busted up.
And I want to say thank you to Bigfoot, Klepto, and Honeyface came. My girlfriend came after. She woke up to all of these text messages, and she thought I was dead as well. So
yeah.
She was not there that night.
Gotcha.
I was by myself. People are asking, Honeyface dropped the ball, and all this stuff. Yeah, she didn't know until she knew.
No, she was awakened and shook like everybody.
Yes.
And I thank everyone who was concerned.
So, everything was there was a lot that was kind of going on. That was just,
It was an exhausting Friday.
It was. It's been a long week, and I'm like, well, if I just make it through Friday, I'm good. And then, everything happened on Friday. I'm like, it was just maybe more than I could really kind of handle.
Friday kicked you in the giblets.
It really did. And you know what? I tried to kick it back, and then that's why I'm hobbling today.
I mean, you want to have a foot race? See who wins.
Gosh, it's so depressing and sad. It's just us going at it. So what had happened with me was I got home from all that, and I had to kind of rush home because I had a lunch that I was meeting somebody for.
And you had to do like a little shuffling of vehicles. And
yes.
As you do every day.
Right, as I do every day. But I was like, oh, okay. I thought I was going to get a ride from my mother-in-law there. And then I was like, oh, it was sooner than I thought. So I said, I'm going to take an Uber. And so I went into my Uber app, and we've had all kinds of issues with my son using Uber and maybe misusing Uber, and there was no money left on the Uber.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there going, oh, gosh, I'm trying to enter my credit card, and it wants some kind of code that it says I don't have. And I'm like, I've got 10 minutes to get there. Like, I hate being late. And so I start walking fast to then go ask my mother-in-law, hey, can you just drive me? I'm sorry to inconvenience you.
The Uber thing's not working out.
I hit something with my shin, and it knocks me. I go flying into the wall, and somewhere mid-walk with that, because I was looking at my phone at my Uber app as I was walking.
You tripped over something?
This is in a place it shouldn't be, because it's in a walkway. And sure enough, it was my wife had gotten a Roomba, and it's still in the box.
Big box.
Huge box. And all I know is I came up, I kicked it once with the side, kind of a soccer kick kind of thing. I was like, you know what? That felt good. Let's do that again. And then I really teed off and I went straight toe right into the box. And as soon as I did, I'm like, that was bad because that really hurt. I'm like, I don't know what I've done, but I knew I seriously messed up my foot.
You showed that box. It's not going to be tripping you again.
You're right. Yeah, I'll probably bust a Roomba inside. We haven't unpacked it yet, so I don't know what I got in there. But so that was it. So I go walking into my lunch with a severe limp and just having the stress of Friday on my face. He's like, what happened to you? I mean,
tequila, please.
I look like, I did. I went through 2 Palomas. He's just like going, all right.
Sucking them down.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What a mess this show is.
Oh, wow. So, it was not my finer moment. And then, and then, of course, I'm like going, oh, that's right. We've got a street cleanup. I probably got to walk 3 miles tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, because the last one we did, I was in a wheelchair.
Right, yeah.
So were you on crutches for that one?
No, what happened, I text Virginia because I figured I know she's got some older people on either side of her.
I mean, my neighborhood is filled with elderly.
So I was like, can you try to help me out? I'm like, it's hard to explain, but I kicked a box like a moron, and I cannot really walk well. And can you find me one of those little scooters? And Virginia, sure enough, God bless her, she went out, her and Rocco on a mission, went to the old neighbor, and luckily she's a hoarder, and she's got all kinds of stuff, and she had one.
Miss Allie has everything you need. Whatever you need, you let me know. Miss Allie's got a warehouse away from her home where she's got stuff, and bless her heart, she drove all the way over there to get that little mobility scooter for Kevin.
That was so sweet.
And brought it to me, and she's like just a sweet doll. So big ups, Miss Allie.
Yeah.
You got me my wheelchair.
Yeah, that's from Maddie's Fight Foundation. Like, we know a lot of people that got a lot of tools for the gimped.
Yes, it was very nice. And unfortunately, I hate to say the show needs it. So, yes,
it's very gimpy around here.
I am on crutches here today. I'm hoping that it's nothing too severe, and I'm hoping it's a day-by-day thing. But today I'm on them.
Are we an injury off?
No, you clearly win. That's why I'm like...
Kevin wants out.
Yeah, I hate injury offs. I'm like, and I know I brought it on myself like a big idiot. So,
But why was it in the middle of the pathway?
We could have a discussion on that. It probably was misplaced. Yes, I don't know. Walkways is the right way to put a very heavy box, but it took me down. And I was just thankful like my wife wasn't there because 1, it looked silly, but 2, I know she would have been cackling, laughing at how hard I crashed into the wall. And I would have been 10 times more angry. I would have definitely, without a doubt, shattered my whole foot. I can kind of move it. It just hurts. So I don't think it's anything severe.
It's too bad you don't have those indoor cameras. We can get a little video of you taking said trip and fall and then proceeding to kick the box and hurt yourself.
I just, because you can tell on the second kick, I immediately was like, oh.
The box let you have the first one.
It did. It gave me one. It's like, all right. Then when I went, I got too big. I was like, I felt good. I'm like, I'm sure the second one will feel even better.
How good did the first one feel?
First one felt great. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I just, it was the only power I had left. I was losing everything. You ever just have those days where it's like, you always try to keep your cool. That's the one thing I always try to do, stay composed. And it just, one too many.
When things fall apart to the level of Friday, sometimes it's best to tap out and just say, you know what? I'll get them tomorrow.
Should have. Yeah. Probably
but you had a meeting. You couldn't.
I did. I had to keep going.
You had to get there, and you had a time crunch, and you had the stressor did not lay up.
One stressor too many. Didn't handle the last one well.
You'll get him tomorrow, Pumpkin.
Yeah, we'll try.
Oh, man, what a rough weekend.
It was a rough Friday.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Well, what is the dumbest thing you have done to injure yourself? You can make me feel better by talking about what you've done as well. 877-979-WRMF. Sometimes maybe you just get too big for your britches, too, and you think, you know what, I still can act like I'm 17 years old. And then you realize after that injury, you cannot. I know your husband's hurt himself on a skateboard before.
He has. He skated fine in his 20s, but now he's in his 40s. And you don't fall quite as gracefully as you used to back then.
That's true. Yeah, you really don't. There are a lot of dumb injuries that people are talking about. In fact, somebody said yesterday I was in the house with socks on. My daughter kicked the soccer ball, and I was going to show her my athletic ability. So I went and ran after it, and whoop, of course, slipped. Split my tailbone. Now I'm paying for it.
I mean, sometimes you can fall and not even that hard, and it can cause some major damage, man.
Yeah, no, it only takes a second. And it's one moment of like, I probably should have seen that. I'm old enough. I'm old enough to know better.
Well, I knew a person that was just walking in the grass and their ankle rolled over, but it actually ripped a bunch of tendons. They didn't even think anything was that bad.
That happens. An ankle roll will take you out.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing that adults can't stay away from, and they absolutely should, is trampolines. I don't know why we think we are so good on trampolines. Something about kids, they got that lower center of gravity. They can ping right off of them. They'll be okay. Adults, not so much.
They're so fun, though.
I know, they're so fun. We just can't resist them. Sarah, you had a trampoline injury?
Good morning, guys. It's Sarah. How are ya?
Good. How you doing?
So I'm like super accident prone. I always have been since I was little. And unfortunately, all of my injuries have been very public. But when I was in 6th grade, my friend Brittany and I were jumping on her trampoline. She already had a cast on her foot from like her foot up to her knee. And so we were just having a great time. And we decided to like hold hands and sit down together while her cast clanked to the top of my foot and broke the plate on the top of my foot. So we ended up both having broken feet.
Yeah.
Her broken foot broke your foot.
Yeah, you know, it was just two girlies having a great time, you know?
Yeah.
And the worst public probably fall I ever had was one of those stupid scooters, you know, like the electric scooters when you go visit.
Yeah.
And I was in Nashville with my brother, and we decided to do one last loop of the town before we went to catch our flight. And he was in front of me, and we're going down this bridge there called the pedestrian bridge. It's quite steep. Mm-hmm. And as we were going down, he was like hitting his brakes, and I wasn't so brake savvy, and I didn't want to crash into him, so I made a hard left. And when I tell you, I hit the curb and I catapulted myself so far, I burned holes in my shirt. It was the first time in my life I was thankful for having large tatas because the tatas saved my teeth.
Oh,
okay.
I mean, it had to be on a million different, like, dash cams.
I bet it was. That's a good little piece of advice. If I ever get on a scooter, I'm going to put on fake breasts to protect my teeth.
So at least your box kicking, you know, was in private, but everything I've done has been very public. I've fallen so many times during photo shoots. I've fallen off a dock backwards.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one.
I need to be wrapped in bubble wrap and maybe just get a desk job.
Yeah, we have countless stories that are coming here. Thank you very much, Sarah. Love your story. Somebody was dancing on a bar in their 20s, fell, getting off, badly sprained my ankles on crutches for 6 weeks. It's very public. Somebody else was running down the hallway to grab her purse out of the bedroom. And once I got into the bedroom, there's a solid wood dresser. And I ran into the dresser with my foot, cracking 11 bones in my foot, stubbing my toes in epic fashion.
Oh.
It is a lot of times when you're rushing. And that's the worst part because now you're just like, okay, now I can't get there quick. And I'm probably not going to get there at all.
Time crunch.
Which just lets you know, honestly, I put myself in it all the time. And, you know, you're an idiot for doing it. And Kerwin in Fort Pierce, who was at a martial arts school, and he's right at the beginning of class, he walked onto the edge of the mat and caught his pinky toe on the corner of it, snapped it so bad it started going 90 degrees away from the rest of his toes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some are toes.
Yeah.
Some are facing this way. Some are facing that way.
He said, being a true martial artist, so I taped it to the other toe anyway.
Oh, my gosh.
Finished
that's a
man.
Class. He finished the class?
Finished the class with the toe looking like that.
Damn.
And then Curtis said, my dumb adult injury, I punched myself in the face and busted my lip trying to pull up my covers in bed.
Falling out of bed is rough.
That is amazing.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, on Saturday afternoon, Savannah Guthrie and her siblings posted another video saying they are willing to pay for their mother's safe return. According to our sources, the so-called ransom note was demanding $6 million in Bitcoin. Now, Nancy Guthrie has been missing since January 31st. police don't have a lot of leads. They were seen searching a septic tank over the weekend. They lifted the manhole cover and were probing inside of the septic tank behind her home as a part of the ongoing investigation. And apparently, they do have a vehicle of interest. I guess people are saying that there was maybe a vehicle that is suspicious. I mean, somebody had to have a Ring doorbell cam somewhere in the neighborhood, right? Where's the security cameras if this went down at 2 a.m. in a sleepy, tired little neighborhood? Somebody had to see some car on their camera.
The one thing I'd heard was in that neighborhood, and particularly in that area too, they really try to avoid light pollution. They like being able to look at the sky. So there's not a lot of lights in the neighborhood. So a lot of the Ring doorbell cameras have not been effective. It was too dark and they're not seeing anything.
And not all these cameras are built the same. There are some cheap ones out there that are terrible. You go, oh, you're about to see the guy run into the yard and it cuts off.
Yeah, they're all not all created equal. You are right. But as of now, the family put that video out saying, we will pay. But so far, no word on if they paid or who they paid to or when that's going to take place. I would assume when the ransom note came, it said, okay, here's our Bitcoin. Put the $6 million here.
It's a weird story.
It's a very weird story.
We're going to find out something odd in a Netflix special this sounds so bizarre.
Well, they were back at the house this weekend. Now, the shades are drawn on the house, so you can't see what they're doing inside. But according to journalists that were parked out front, you could see flashes going off, camera flashes, like they're taking photographs of something on the inside. Mm-hmm. But shouldn't they have done that days ago?
You know, I don't know. I'm not sure what they've done. I'm not sure what is left, what they need to choose. I mean, that's why they're kind of going and checking septic tanks in the back. And some people are alarmed, be like, oh, what's going on? But I mean, you checking manhole covers, you got to check everything now. They're just kind of going through it. But it is kind of odd. Like you'd said, the longer things go without any real answers, when you go to social media, people start filling in the gap.
Right.
And the madness and all the conspiracy theories that are now going on about Savannah Guthrie's mom, it's out of control. Now, here was the comment that they had said where they said, hey, we will just go on ahead and pay $6 million. That is a chunk of change.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us and we will pay.
So that was a part of their message to the kidnappers.
And we will pay.
Yes.
Well, why don't you just say, and we did pay? Because didn't the kidnapper tell them how to pay?
Yeah, I think what they want to do is they're looking for that proof of life. They don't want to give $6 million, the money disappears, and then they don't get their mom. And they're like, going, sorry, she's dead. You know, that's the kind of thing. If they're going to pay $6 million, we need to know that we're still paying for a living mother. So we're not going to pay $6 million to get her corpse. So that's kind of, I think, where, part of it is. But this is just it. Now people have ample time on social media and they're finding all these weird comparisons. And, the people that think we're actually living in some kind of weird simulation.
By the way, that movement is growing.
Sure. Well, things happen like this. And they went all the way back to Silence of the Lambs, the movie. And you've got a girl that's abducted there and her mom is making a plea to try to get her back. And they listened to the words used by Guthrie here in her speech versus what was said in the Silence of the Lambs.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
So that is Samantha Guthrie's part.
Talking about her mama.
Now here's the clip from Silence of the Lambs from back in the 90s.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
So I don't know if...
I think that's probably just a tactic.
Yeah,
because
I would imagine.
you want the kidnappers to look at you as a human, talk to her, that maybe they'll warm up to her, maybe they'll have some compassion and sympathy and not look at it just like a business transaction.
That's how some people have escaped from being kidnapped. They'll be, 7 days in and with their captor, they kind of trick the captor. Oh, I think this person likes me. And they have a relationship and then they leave.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, yeah, talk to her.
Yeah, there was that one woman in Georgia that was kidnapped, and she was reading to her captor The Purpose-Driven Life about how God has a purpose for you. And he's like, oh, really? Okay.
Really? Oh,
and
well, let me not do this
That's
then.
what spared her life. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're right. There are tactics, and maybe that's all that is. But people were bored with this story. They want some action. And so when action's not there, they're going to make their own action.
You are right.
Mm-hmm.
The unfortunate health condition of the actor who played Michael Orr in The Blind Side. Now, the actor's name is Quentin Aaron, and we had heard the story about how he had a health crisis at his home while he was going up the stairs. But now there's a little added drama to this story. So according to Quentin Aaron's family, they don't trust his wife, that they even question the marriage. They're questioning what she may have been involved with his medical episode. The family put out a statement saying, we have suspicions about the legitimacy of their marriage and the legitimacy of her being a registered nurse. We have found alarming details. We believe that she isn't who she claimed to be, and we are now with the police investigating her further. In the meantime, they are blocking her from going to the hospital where Quentin Aaron is now recovering from whatever episode happened in his house and caused him to fall down the stairs. I think they're trying to say that they believe that she was involved in why he's in the hospital. And they're like, this is some kind of sham marriage. She's a sham nurse.
I thought they had put it to some kind of spinal cyst that he had, and they pinpointed what the issue was.
I don't know if that's truly what's going on. The whole family is now banning her from his hospital room because they believe that she was involved in something squirrely with his medical condition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what they're saying. The family is saying this.
Okay.
So I will keep you posted. And then finally here, sad news. If you love the band Three Doors Down, sad news over the weekend that one of the founding members, Brad Arnold, passed away after a courageous battle with stage 4 kidney cancer. He was surrounded by his family and his wife, and just super duper sad stuff.
Yeah, just really sad to see that he lost his battle.
So sad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
Well, we're seeing a lot of comments about the Bad Bunny performance. There was one person who said, I'm a huge Bad Bunny fan. I didn't think the sound was that great. So I don't know if that is an issue, if anybody needs to be called out on that. I didn't think it sounded bad, but I've not spent ample time listening to Bad Bunny, so I couldn't tell the nuances of when it's popping and when it's not.
And the visual certainly was popping.
Yes. Now, one thing, did anybody else notice this? I did get a text today, and they asked, do you think it was okay for Bad Bunny to have a Spanish word on screen that is Colombian basically for the F word?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that I did not pick up on. I wasn't looking too much at all the words, and I don't know if anybody else got that. And my initial thought is, no, you can't do that. You know, you're doing a halftime show that it'd be the same in English. Yeah. I would think. I mean, what's the difference?
Swearing is swearing. If there's guidelines where you can't swear, right. I think that goes for any language.
It was a word that started with P and then I. So I'll give you that much. If anybody else noticed that, did that happen during the Super Bowl halftime show? Because, yeah, I would say, yeah, who would have that idea to think, and maybe it slid by some kind of gringo censor? It's like, oh, I'm sure it's all good.
They put it through the gringo filter and didn't catch it.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't know if that was a thing or not. But, yeah, it's a PICH word. That's about all I can give you.
I'm Googling.
There you go. You can figure that out. Now, this is an odd claim. Don't know if you've heard about this with Blake Lively, but there is a girl now that is talking about how Blake Lively would burp and fart. Do we happen to have that audio anywhere, Denny's, of this girl? It's really kind of crazy, because everybody's trying to choose a side here.
Yes.
Because you've got Blake Lively that is going on in her claims, and then you got the other guy.
Justin Baldoni.
Well,
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, they're a package deal.
Yes.
Right.
Because he's getting a lot of strays thrown at him.
And so now they're kind of looking, I think, for really anybody that can comment on the situation. And this girl had worked with Blake Lively on set. And this is an odd thing for her to say. She was saying Blake Lively was not nice, but she then took it to another level.
And I'm going to attest that Blake Lively is horrendous. Like, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. She's horrendous. Now it's like not really her fault because like she was a Nepo baby, and like when she was 19, the entire world just started blowing smoke up her ass, telling her she was like the greatest thing since sliced mortadella. But she would like burp and fart like in the middle of set, like just do it like when they were setting up a scene and act like we were all so lucky to be smelling her farts.
What?
She's a fart bully. That's the claims. I've seen a couple sources claim that she's a fart bully.
Crazy of everything.
You were a victim of a fart bully.
I was, but it was a dude. I think it's a rare find to get one of these hot chicks out in the wild farting as a weapon.
I forget. It was Shirley MacLaine and some other actress that was well known back in the 80s, and they did not get along. These two actresses, and the one name I think, never mind. The young actress would go and fart in her face when she was sitting down to Shirley MacLaine.
That's going to get really ugly really quick. Because if somebody farts on you as a weapon, you can't help yourself. You're going to react, and then you're going to try to retaliate. Yes. Somehow, some way, violence comes to mind first.
Mm-hmm.
People can't just fart on you, and you're just like, ha ha ha. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Blake.
The movie was Terms of Endearment.
Wow.
Yeah, and Deborah Winger was the one that was supposed to have farted in her face.
So crazy. It's people in Hollywood are using that as a weapon.
To me, I'd rather get punched. Don't you fart in my face.
Well, the fart is so disrespectful. It says so much.
Yeah, it does. Wow. Another thing that is being called out today is some of our favorite candies are poisoning our kids. Recent testing revealed elevated arsenic levels in 28 of 46 surveyed candy products, a story that had come out earlier last week.
I saw this. This is like all of like the staples.
Wait a minute. Candy's not healthy?
Now it's got like carcinogenics in and cancer-causing agents.
They're saying Nerds, Trolli, Sweet Tarts, Laffy Taffy are accused of containing arsenic. Small regular amounts, such as more than 96 pieces of Nerds or 8 Swedish fish yearly, can exceed safe annual exposure levels.
Oh, my gosh.
And they say chronic high-level exposure to arsenic is linked to increased risks of several cancers, including skin, bladder, and lung cancer. Pretty crazy. And the Florida Department of Health found these high levels of arsenic, prompting concerns about the marketing and safety of products frequently consumed by children.
What the hell?
And they say there's now a class action lawsuit coming together mentioning Ferrara Candy Company that has all those brands I just mentioned.
When you do that class action lawsuit, do you get good money?
No, not usually, because like it's a bunch of people that get in on it, and then each person gets like a check for $8.
Then why even do it?
I guess the thing is you want to punish these companies that are putting this poison in candy that we give to our children. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was an interesting commercial. Did you see the Mike Tyson commercial at the Super Bowl where he was going after the processed foods, and he was talking about how he had a cousin or somebody like that died of obesity at 25 from a heart attack, and then talked about when he was larger and the food that he was eating, and then it shows him eating an apple, and he's like, make America healthy again, and he's all about getting rid of processed foods. So he's jumping in on that.
Junk food, man.
Well,
now you're learning it's not just bad for you. Now you're learning they put poison in it.
Right. Jeremy's got one in. He said, I'd like to call out Ruffles for giving me 35% of the bag filled with chips, $1.50 for air. He shows some of the photos. You can see that is the baked Ruffles that he has on the front. And then as he opens it up, if you're watching KVJ TV on YouTube, you can see
3 chips.
I mean, that's insane.
Right.
3 chips.
That's shrinkflation, baby.
I'll tell you who else is involved in that big time. Pringles has gone that way. Open up a can of Pringles, 3/4 of chips.
Dang.
So they rob you on the chips and spend all the money on hiring Sabrina Carpenter to do a Super Bowl ad for them. Yeah, that's where that goes.
She's not cheap.
Mm-hmm. And on the question about whether or not a bad word was put on the screen while Bad Bunny was performing, I won't say the word just because I don't know for sure, but somebody said that word actually means meat skewer in Puerto Rico, but it means something else in other countries. And the comment that we got was from somebody who's from Colombia. And
that happens.
Right, yeah.
There are words that mean one thing here and then an entirely different thing in another country.
Nobody else would have gotten that, though. That's just kind of what I wonder, because I'm at least aware of that, some of these words can be, it's kind of like we have the same thing with the Brits. There are a few words, like what they call cigarettes, you wouldn't want to say here.
No.
Right. And you wouldn't want to say fanny pack over there because you'd be like,
a fanny is something.
yes, something else entirely. So
yeah.
I know that happens with Spanish as well. But yeah, maybe that was what they were trying to do, trying to slide something in so they could defend it, but it's edgy. He is a bad bunny. He's not a good bunny. You got to keep that in mind,
He's a little naughty.
Right. When if you want that, put good bunny up there. You're not going to get the bad words. When you put bad bunny up there, you're going to get some bad words.
Good bunny, not as spicy.
You're right.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, I got to tell you, the idiots in getting food have always gotten into fights, and I just don't understand how this is going on, man. There's so much chaos happening at fast food restaurants. We started in McDonald's in Gainesville, where 47-year-old William Heath caused some chaos after getting into a confrontation with a group of teenagers. They say during the incident, he allegedly mooned the teens, then threw a soda at them inside the dining area.
Oh, my.
The man was arrested and now faces multiple charges tied to disorderly conduct and the disturbance inside the restaurant. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. But my goodness, what the heck, man? Then there was a St. Louis woman that got arrested after firing a gun inside of a restaurant during an argument with employees.
It's not going to make it turn out any better for you to pull a gun on a fast food worker. Like, how do you think this is going to end, lady?
You hope there's something else going on.
You hope she's drunk. Because if she's doing this sober, girl, we got to lock you up for a minute.
They say that she complained to a server that her order was wrong and claimed employees called her racial slurs in Spanish. Even though the server offered to correct the order, the woman swore and then threw a bowl of soup at him.
Oh, no.
She then threw a chair and then fired one shot in his direction before fleeing.
She sounds like a cowboy.
Whoa.
She's throwing chairs.
Dang.
Girl, this ain't a saloon from the 1800s.
They did track her down a short time later. Now she's facing several charges. But that's insane. And then there was a fast food dining room that turned into an unlikely tattoo parlor. And it was all caught on video. Happened in Gastonia, North Carolina at a Wendy's.
You can't do that at Wendy's? You can't give tattoos in the back?
In the front.
Oh, in the front?
They're in the dining room. Somebody is driving through in this video, and they're like, oh my gosh, somebody is getting a tattoo inside the dining area of the Wendy's, and they're just sitting calmly in a chair, and another person's working right on his back in full view of customers. I mean, that can't pass a health violation or a health test. Here's what they said in the video.
I'll zoom in. What is that, bro? They getting tattooed.
Right there, back you. I want to see if they make me.
Bro, they are getting tattooed in a Wendy's. That is wild.
Yeah, health officials say tattooing in an unlicensed, non-sanitary environment raises serious safety concerns, including infection risk and bloodborne disease exposure.
They say there's no bad press, but I think this would be considered bad press, right?
You're getting a prison tat in the Wendy's dining room?
Yeah. Authorities confirmed they're investigating the incident, including whether any health code or licensing violations occurred. You would think that'd be kind of obvious, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
Did they show up and the tattoo was still happening? Or did the tattoo artist get away?
Well, you got a video that really makes it look like somebody's getting tattooed inside of a Wendy's. So it looks pretty clear like what's going on there in that situation. Well, police officers in Boardman, Ohio were called to a home after a woman threw a tray of lasagna at her husband during an argument.
What did he do?
You should have just ate it. Yeah, that's a power move.
My husband would probably love that if I threw lasagna at him as his favorite. He loves lasagna.
Keep throwing, baby. Apparently, she was drunk, and she claimed her husband hit her, but she didn't want to press charges and didn't want the police in her home. So apparently not only was she hammered and throwing lasagna at him, but she said he was being a butthole. Okay.
We need more specifics. What did he do to get clocked with lasagna?
So it sounds like she was making him lasagna, right?
It sounds like it started out fine.
Mm-hmm.
Something went wrong during the course of you preparing this lasagna. What did he do? Give us the details.
They say a JetBlue trip from Philadelphia to Boston never got off the ground after passengers boarded and then sat for about an hour before being told there was a bathroom mechanical issue.
There was dookie in the toilet.
What?
It was clogged with human matter.
Yikes. Yeah, so, apparently, the dookie was in there and at least 2 passengers offered to clean the mess themselves just to get the flight moving, but the airline's, nah, it's okay, we're good. So with the problem unresolved, the flight was ultimately canceled.
I'm so mad if a turd keeps me from getting to my destination on time.
Right. And if you're the one that clogged the toilet, are you proud or ashamed of yourself?
And do we know who did it? Was that person still on the flight? Shame, shame. We know your name, Bob in 32D.
You could do a DNA test.
That seems so time consuming.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people enjoying the cold and doing some pretty crazy things because of it. A 44-year-old guy in New Jersey is facing charges after he drove out onto a frozen lake, did donuts, and then fell through the ice.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
He put a car on a frozen lake?
Apparently so, yep. Mm-hmm. Thought he was good. He was not.
It's about more than you. When you commit an act like this, when you do something like this, there's a lot of other lives on the line.
They're responding to a call where there may be a victim. And until they're told otherwise, they have to treat it that way. Stupidity at its finest. It's not something you should be doing.
That's a perfect example of why driving and stepping on ice can be very dangerous.
Yep.
I mean, you shouldn't have to tell people, don't drive your car on a frozen pond, but people are stupid.
Then there was a guy in Indiana that walked out onto a frozen pond to take a selfie with a fountain, and he fell through the ice.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, if someone's filming, that's a great video.
Yeah, luckily he had his phone so he could call 911. Otherwise, who knows if he would have made it.
Good Lord.
He might not have. They say that there was a guy riding a unicycle in an intersection in Denver while juggling torches for tips. Cops made him stop, but didn't cite him for it, so... Okay.
I mean, he's really just doing a sideshow act, but yeah, that could cause a problem. People are watching you instead of the traffic.
Yeah. They say there's a guy in England that got arrested for murdering his ex, and when he was arrested, he started crying to the cops. Said, I'm never going to get to play Grand Theft Auto 6.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you murdered.
Come on, dude. What are you doing? Yeah, a bunch of dummies in today's whacked out news. They say that the sheriff's office in Orange County has a new ice cream truck, thanks to drugs. Actually, what happened is they took all the drug dealers' money and they've now purchased ice cream for the community and an ice cream truck, and they drive it around giving away ice cream to the kids, doing something good for the community.
I love that.
It's kind of a nice idea, right?
We're going to take this truck around and we're going to visit some of our neighborhoods and give out ice cream to kids.
Here you go.
And that's all in an effort to better engage with our youth and to build trust between our youth and the sheriff's office. The best part about this is this was purchased with seized drug money. So all those drug dealers we arrest, when they have cash on them, we seize it through our forfeiture laws, and then we're able to use that and put it right back into our community.
How about that, huh?
I love that.
That's kind of a nice little idea. I do like that. Taking that and doing something good with it.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, I was thinking that this could be really bad for Uber. There was a decision that I'd seen on Friday where a federal jury in Phoenix ordered Uber to pay $8.5 million to Jaylynn Dean, who said an Uber driver raped her in a 2023 case while taking her from her boyfriend's Tempe apartment to her hotel. Now, Uber argued it isn't liable because drivers are independent contractors. But the jury rejected that defense, a decision that could impact more than 3,000 pending sexual assault and misconduct lawsuits against the company.
Oh, wow.
Now, Dean testified she pursued the case to help protect other women who believed using Uber was a safe choice. And that was where the jury sided with her because they had seen and they showed some ads that made it look like Uber was the umbrella company, and they looked at who their drivers were and gave you a sense, even in their advertising, that there is security with this. Bad things are not going to happen. We have trustworthy drivers and you are in great hands. And then when that didn't happen, you violated, in a sense, what your promise is. And they were saying this could be really problematic. And they were asking whether or not they thought that it would be something that Uber would appeal. And the people that I saw, they said, I do not think so. Because the problem with that is if they lose this appeal, and then you've got 3,000 other people that are waiting to sue you, and they could at least get that amount, and you haven't even really started dipping into some of the other damages that could happen, you could wind up getting more. I mean, you are looking at, what is it, like a $25.5 billion?
Oh, wow.
If they lost all those, I don't know what they're worth, but that would sink a lot of companies. So they're saying, hey, you may have to pump the brakes on that, pun intended, Uber. Let that one go, and then just hope that these other 3,000 are settled at a fee that is not what she got.
Geez, that could be the end of Uber.
That's what I thought. So I don't know where it goes. I would imagine you're going to see some radical changes to the service for screening drivers and doing matches. I think they'll be offering and encouraging more women to ride only with women drivers.
And they have it now on the apps where you can request a women driver. And I've even done it where it says, okay, a man is available now. Do you want to wait for a female? I'm like, yeah, I'll wait. So you click on the button where it says wait for a female driver, and it might take a few more minutes, but they cycle you through and say, okay, this girl's willing to wait just to be safer.
Mm-hmm. Where do you feel when it comes to Uber, Virginia? Do you feel safe when you hop into an Uber and you're by yourself and you got a man driver?
I've never felt safe. I always feel like it's a bad idea. I always feel like, oh boy, here we go. If it's a man driver, I just know that, I'm vulnerable.
You're right.
He can outmatch me. He's stronger. He's bigger.
There's been a few times where I've had to do the Uber, late 1 a.m. And there are times where, 2 times I thought the guy was going to drive me out to the woods and, I don't know, do something to me.
You're in his car. I mean, this is everything that our parents taught us not to do. Don't get in a car with strangers. Right, yeah. And here we are just jumping in all willy-nilly, half drunk.
Right.
I've never felt safe. I mean, sometimes I feel way more safe with the females than with the males because I feel like I could, size her up. I could take her.
Yeah. Grant in our YouTube chat, he said Uber was a terrible concept from the start because they circumvented all the state library laws, which included background checks and registration every year.
And that's problematic.
Yeah, I don't know if that's valid or legit, but yeah, I mean, those are some crazy things. And I do remember thinking it was an insane concept when we first started doing this. I'm like, you have people we don't know that are driving. Now, I just had assumed, with the cabs, what's, crazier than that too? I mean, it's how different is it? I just felt like it being a company that, I don't know, it was just something I was used to. The cabs, and I got used to the Uber, and I kind of put that out of my mind. But then, with this case, and then we had the story last week. Remember where the female Uber driver, she crashed her car because it was a guy that she had picked up for a ride.
He was assaulting her.
Yes, assaulted her, and then he took off running after she crashed her car. I mean, it looked like she totaled it in a parking lot. So I don't know if she did it intentionally or what, but I was thinking either way on that, whether you're a woman passenger or a woman driver. It just doesn't seem to ever mesh that you could have a man in your car.
Yeah, anytime I get in an Uber and it's a woman driver, I try to act so not creepy. I can look out the window this way. I don't want to freak her out.
I swear I'm not going to do anything weird.
I swear I am not a killer.
I know I look weird. I'm dressed a little funny, but I swear I'm not going to hurt you.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm wearing this hat today. I get in her car. Hey, how's it going?
She's like, oh, gosh. Oh, Lord.
An
what
Angry
have
Birds
I picked
cat.
up?
Yeah.
Throws them off. So I asked ladies, do you feel safe in an Uber? And 70% of the ladies watching us on KVJ TV on YouTube said no.
No. And here's what we can do. Try to never Uber alone. I tell Magnolia this. She's not allowed to Uber alone. If you have to Uber, you have to Uber with friends. Either that or you guys walk as a group home from the bar or you ride as a group. Like, there's no solo Uber rides for young girls.
Right. One comment in our KVJ TV chat from Miss Dill Pickle. She said, I was an Uber driver, and the first time I'm driving, a customer started rubbing my shoulders from the back seat. I quit immediately.
Are you kidding me? The first time?
Yeah. Let's give this thing a try. Let's see how it is. And you sit down and be like, hey, enjoy your ride. And then all of a sudden they're massaging your shoulders. You'd be like, nope.
Oh, my gosh.
This didn't work out.
I think your move's got to be hit the brakes as hard as you can, right?
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, this ride's over. I'll be pulling over at the closest stop, and you're going to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Insane stuff, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how this could be a very large case for the future of Uber. They are having serious meetings today. And they are freaking out saying, how do we sustain this?
I'd rather have a bear drive my Uber, right, Kev?
Yes, there you go. Yeah. Right?
That'll be on
bear driver.
That's going to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
Quick, we got to make it before somebody else does.
What you got on your mind today, Bird?
What are y'all thoughts on Airbnb compared to a hotel? What do you like better?
For me, it's about safety. A hotel is always going to be safer. And I'm just so scared now with all the stories of the hidden cameras and the Airbnbs. And I don't know. Unless I was with a group. If I'm with a group, I like the idea of an Airbnb as long as somebody in the group is packing heat.
Well, my friend and his wife went up to an Airbnb in the Gainesville area, and they said that they're sitting in the living room watching television, and a rat runs right by them into the bedroom.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and they left immediately.
I was not expecting a roommate.
No, I couldn't stay there.
I couldn't either. Just because he's in the house, no. Sorry, because what if you're sleeping and then he decides to come over and sniff around?
That's an automatic free stay, and the Airbnb would not give them the rules on Airbnb are very, very odd, and it protects them so they don't get sued.
That's messed up.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. We are not going to be staying with a rat roommate.
No, thank you.
My friend said, there's a rat in my room. And the guy goes, dude, you're in Gainesville. We got rats here.
Oh! He tried to normalize ratting.
He did.
Okay. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I'm wearing my Valentine's present today.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw, but I had this ring that I've been making payments on. Panda went and bailed it out of jail for me for Valentine's Day. So I got my Valentine's present early from Panda. And it's an antique ring. It's old. Mr. Bergman has a whole collection of old antique rings.
Okay.
And I love what you can do now on Google. You can take a picture of a piece of jewelry and you can Google a photo of a piece of jewelry and it'll tell you everything about it, like what it's worth, when it's from, when it was made, what the metals are, all about the stones. It really is cool now. Use Google when you're out there in the wild, girls and guys. You can do it at thrift stores. You can do it at consignment stores. You can do it at antique jewelry stores. Take pictures of things, Google it, so you can see what you've got your hands on.
Yeah, there's some kind of app with toys, too, where you take a picture of it. It brings up all the information and what the going price is, what it is.
Google does it for free. Which I love. There are apps, too, that you can pay for and look up jewelry, but I'm all about a free app or a free Google. So That's the one that I chose.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I assume Panda's getting something amazing for Valentine's Day then.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not telling you. He could be listening.
Oh, okay.
Can you show off the ring on KVJ TV? Imagine getting punched with that.
Yeah, no, that's about the size of my face.
It's like brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Expensive.
It's not that. I mean, there's way more expensive things out there. It's not that crazy, but for me, it was crazy.
You love that thing.
I love it. It's big. It's gaudy. It's everything I stand for.
Yeah,
it's like
it's obnoxious.
too heavy,
Yeah.
too big.
Makes you roll your eyes.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of that.
That's all you. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you got a ring that matches the whole persona. You need that.
Keep talking. I'm gonna let you taste it.
I knew I was going to throw in another word. I'm like, you probably went too far.
Yeah.
I had time to back off. That was enough. Yeah. I got enough in.
What are you getting your wife for Valentine's
Come
Day?
on, I knew you were going to do this.
Look, it's coming.
It's going to be great. I know. I'm going to do something amazing. I'm not.
Don't miss it. You have a short window. It is the 9th of February.
Thanks, Panda. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, I hope she doesn't bring this up.
Think fast, think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
All right, let's see if our crew can think fast here today. Get us going for the week. We got Virginia, Jbird, and producer Denny's.
The gang is back.
That's
Yay.
it.
And nobody's dead. Yay.
We don't look good.
No.
Not very mobile, but yes, we're at least here. So this has nothing to do with your physical ailments. This is all about how sharp your mind is today. All right, I need something that is quick and sensible. 2 traits I need here. First thing I'm looking for is give me something at the doctor's office that starts with the letter B.
Butts. People get their butts checked at the doctor's office.
It's true.
I guess if you got patients, your patients probably do have butts. So, yeah, okay.
All right.
Okay.
I had a lot of butt action when I went. They got colonoscopy, nothing but butt.
Oh, yeah.
Very butt heavy.
Do you want me to get into it some more?
Yeah, but please, more details.
Yeah. All right, give me an animal you'd find at a zoo that starts with the letter B.
Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Take bear, yeah. Take bear.
Yeah.
That'd be any letter but B.
I know. I locked it on Z.
A T.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, I went back-to-back B's on that. See if I throw y'all. Everybody but Virginia. Give me a kind of drink that starts with the letter T.
Tang.
Tang, okay, yeah. Digging back to the 80s.
Tang on the mind.
Tang on the mind.
That's it. Okay, give me a fruit that starts with the letter M.
Melon.
She's good, Denny's.
All right, Virginia and Jbird tied it 2. Denny's yet to get on the board.
How are you guys so quick?
I have no idea how I'm quick right now.
You're rested because you spent hours on your floor in your house by yourself.
Let's go ahead and catch up on missed sleep. Yeah. What about this? A class in school that starts with the letter M.
Math.
Oh, these back-to-backs are killing me.
Yeah. I want to see if you get a back-to-back.
Ooh.
Okay.
See what I did there? Okay. Something you would find in your purse that starts with the letter C.
Cocaine.
Yes, all right, yeah.
Well, you sound like a fun girl.
Butts and cocaine.
Wow. Okay, tied at 3 apiece. Virginia and Jbird. Looks like one of them is going to be the winner.
Oh, my
gosh.
Give me a life event that starts with the letter M.
Marriage.
Marriage, Virginia, I think just edged it out. I'll have Denny's double check to see. Sounds like just beat Bird to the chase, who was having a hard time with the word marriage.
That was more exciting than the Super Bowl.
Yes, it was. It was a better battle. A lot shorter, too. Absolutely. I thought this was rather crazy. They say 35% of American college students admit to scrolling on their phones during sex.
What?
35% while they are getting it on, they're on their phone.
How disrespectful.
I mean, I'd be like, sorry, I'm bothering you. What? Yeah, they say that typically what they're doing, they're either sending texts or watching TikTok videos. Like, nothing would be a bigger mood killer than to realize the person that you think you're driving to the throes of ecstasy is more into TikTok videos or texting a friend or ordering a pizza.
That's how you know you've lost your way.
The pizza part, I understand.
Yeah. I was just like, wow. And I do keep hearing at least older people talking about they are a little bit concerned with the younger generation, saying that they're not going out to bars, they're not drinking as much, they're not hitting on people, they're not shooting their shot, and that they're staying home and they're almost becoming a sexless generation. And I mean, if you can't even get excited when you do it enough to stay off your phone, to stop watching TikTok videos for, I mean, look, some people are like, give me 5 minutes. How long? I mean, you can't separate from your phone that long?
That's horrifying.
Unreal. I think they say the average time that somebody is in the throes of passion is like 18 minutes, 18 to 19 minutes, like start to finish.
If you can't go 18 minutes without checking your TikTok, you have to realize that you've been manipulated by your phone, manipulated by TikTok. It has changed your brain, and now you got to take your brain back.
Yeah. They're saying that really is something that they're concerned with because, you hear about birth rates and look, China, I guess, has got a big issue. But they're saying, look, what these phones are doing to our brains is now we have decided that being on your phone is more important than having sex. And if that becomes the case and we just lose interest in sex, then we, in a sense, have almost lost interest in keeping the population going. And at that point, all you're going to have to do is have lab-grown humans to try to keep the population up. That's what we're going to be looking at. Seriously.
Or just robots ruling the world?
No, that was part of it as well, is that, some people are like going, yeah, it's all right. We're better off without humans. I'm like, look, something's going to happen. We might have a day where I could see that because, like right now they talk about the population in America and then they say, okay, you got the Caucasian population and you got the Hispanic population. People like, oh, it's starting to shift. And like, what's going to happen in the true day when we're like going, the robot to human population? Oh, we're going to see that threshold. That's going to be the next big thing. We're like going, now we've got more robots on planet Earth than we have humans.
Don't be shocked if your son Rocco takes a robot to prom.
Oh, my gosh. He wants one now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a techie kid.
Well, I think you're going to end up having these robots come across human, and kids are going to come attached to their robot friend. I don't know.
That's scary.
Yeah, I just thought, wow, that is... And to me, the number's high. I know it's not a majority of people, but 35%. I could see 3 to 5%, not 35%.
35
of American college students admit to scrolling on their phones during sex.
Damn.
That's so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Does the other person not see you?
And are you both watching something when you're doing this together? And that's your thing? I have so many questions.
Yeah, I don't think it seems like it's unrelated to the act that is happening. And that's, to me, what is. Yeah, if you're doing something to accentuate, get you more into the game, all right, maybe you could argue that. But it doesn't sound like that's it. It sounds like it's something because you can't mentally stay in the game long enough to finish the act.
Wow.
You're like, I'm so bored. Let me go see what's going on my phone.
And TikTok, and I know I'm getting older, but TikTok, there's something about the way it sounds. It's so ear-piercing.
They say sexlessness rates have doubled among young adult males and risen 50% among females in that older age group over the past decade.
Wow.
So that's why they're alarmed. They're saying that kids today, it's not a priority. They're like, if I get action, great. If not, I got my phone.
It's not a driving force.
It's not. It's not like how, man, I remember when we were young virile men, Jbird.
Oh, yeah.
Teens and 20s. It's just like everything was going out on the weekend to wolf around. That's what you were doing.
Now you're just a bunch of puppies.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they're wolfing.
The younger gents aren't wolfing.
I think there's a lot of reasons why for that. I don't think it's just technology. I think at one point people were afraid to approach a woman because they thought, am I committing a crime? You know what? I'm just gonna go watch. I'm gonna go watch a.
Sure, I might be part of it.
Well, I've heard people talk about that. They said we were. during the hashtag Me Too movement, which was very prevalent and it was very publicized, people started getting scared of you because you hear stories. That guy looked at my boobs from across the street, and here's his picture, and people started getting nervous.
Yeah.
We want to put the bad people away.
Got scared to shoot their shot.
They did, yes.
Yeah, I think there's some hormonal issues as well from all the plastics and whatnot that's going on.
Hormone disruptors.
Yes, they say that's part of it. And they think the phone could be a hormone disruptor with dudes keeping it in their pockets right next to their jumblies. Could be frying and cooking them things like a microwave. I don't know.
Cooking your eggs.
Maybe.
Take 'em.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that number. I'm like, whoa, man, younger generation.
Jbird's ready to donate his testicles to science now.
You guys can have my left one.
Yeah. But there was one other thing that came out of this. 23% confessed to getting it on while their roommate was present.
In the room?
In the same room.
Ooh.
23%. That's basically 1 out of 4 that have done that.
I mean, what are we doing?
I think what happens, because it happened to me, I did not do it to a roommate, but yeah, there was one time I was asleep and I was awakened by some soft singing. I'm like, what's going on?
Soft singing?
Yes. And the window blinds were open, so this moonlight was coming in and the radio was on. And there was this song by Huey Lewis and the News, and it was called Do You Believe in Love? And it was almost like a 2-part thing. And I looked down and I saw my one male roommate, and they were laying on the floor, and I could tell that they were not wearing clothes. I was like, oh, good heavens, let's see.
Oh, boy.
And then they got to the chorus, and he was looking in her eyes, and he said, do you believe in love? And then she sang right back to him. She said, do you believe it's true? And meanwhile, they just hooked up in the bar. I'm like, y'all are moving way too fast. There's no way you guys are sober.
How did you not barf in your bed?
I was
just
so entertained. I'm like going, man, that concert last night was amazing. I'm like, you guys, it was beautiful. I was moved by your passion.
It wasn't in the same room, but my roommate at the time, I went down to the kitchen to get something, and he was on the couch doing the same thing, different song, but singing to the girl on the couch. And I'm like, I got to get out of here, man.
It's a lie.
This is a lie.
It was something.
I just wanted a sandwich.
It was something, yeah. So somehow that woke me up, but the other stuff they were doing did not. I slept through that. So I don't know.
Their singing was just irresistible.
Honestly, if I had to choose one or the other, I'm glad I got the singing. Pretty excited that spring training is going to be coming up. Pitchers, catchers should be reporting maybe even this week based on what they do in the past. It's usually around Valentine's Day that we see them in town. They come first, and then a couple days later, the rest of the players will be in town. So you'll notice it. You'll see some action happen at the ballparks, and you go to the local watering holes, at least the younger dudes. I think the more established guys, they've got wives and kids, and so they not out, but younger dudes will be out wolfing around.
That Abacoa gets jumping whenever there's a spring training game. It's a vibe.
Yeah. I used to remember when I was a younger dude, would always go out and we'd see Cardinals players and hang out with them and have cocktails. Had a couple of fun, crazy days with some baseball players. It was always a good time. So I love it. That's going to be hitting now. And we're going to be...
You little cleat chaser.
Yeah, I was chasing cleats.
Trying to get you a little action.
I was. Yeah, maybe it worked, Virginia. Maybe I did get a little action. We've got a game coming up with the Cardinals and Marlins at Roger Dean Stadium Saturday, February 28th. It's a 1:10 game, and we got a 4-pack of tickets for you to hang with us in the exclusive KVJ section. And we've got Keith on here from Stewart. What up, Keith?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning. Did you watch Super Bowl at all last night?
Oh, absolutely.
What'd you think about it?
I think it was a little underwhelming, but I'm glad the Patriots didn't win.
Yeah, honestly, that was the only thing when I woke up and I saw them. Like, okay, good. They don't deserve another dynasty already, so
it would be really quick. I mean, the turnaround on a new dynasty would be like, damn.
If they'd won, I probably would have quit football. I'm serious. I'd be like, you know what, this isn't for me anymore. Isn't for me. I'm gonna go hockey. The Panthers keep winning. It's all better. So here's what we got. We got baseball on deck next. So, Keith, what I need you to do, I'm going to give you one of the celebrity endorsers you saw in the Super Bowl last night. I'll give you multiple choice. Just to try to tell me which product ad they were in. I'm going to start off here with the Backstreet Boys. Product ad they were in. Was it A, T-Mobile, B, Verizon, or C, AT&T?
Oh,
think about this for a second.
The Backstreet Boys.
And was it Verizon?
Gonna go Verizon. It was not Verizon. It was T-Mobile.
Damn it.
T-Mobile, yes. They took one of their previous hits and worked a cheesy rendition of it to make it fit for, T-Mobile. That's all right. I didn't think you were going to get that one.
It's okay. Let's try it again.
Okay, what about the Benson Boone ad? Was he in for A, Uber Eats, B, DoorDash, or C, Instacart?
Instacart.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, back in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice. Okay, one down. What about Sabrina Carpenter? Was her ad for Reese's, Pringles, or Mountain Dew?
That'd be Pringles.
That was B, Pringles, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
By the way, Mountain Dew and Pringles go together very nicely.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, what about Lady Gaga? Was her ad for A, State Farm, B, Rocket and Redfin, or C, Google Pixel? What do you think on that? A, B, or C?
We'll go C.
Gonna go see Google Pixel. No, that's incorrect. Okay, it was Rocket and Redfin. I'm not sure that she sang the Like a Good Neighbor song, or not Like a Good Neighbor. She sang the Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh,
Mr. Rogers scene.
Oh, yeah.
As chaos was going on. Okay, you're 2 out of 4 right now. You're batting 500. Not a bad batting percentage, but let's bring it home with this one. Okay, Keith.
All right.
Post Malone. The product he was pitching in his Super Bowl ad was for A, Coors Light, B, Michelob Ultra, or C, Bud Light.
That'd be Bud Light.
That was Bud Light.
Yay!
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Way to go. Yes.
Speaking of Bud Light, we're going to be hitting back a few of those at the ballpark.
Yeah. Yeah.
A few.
A few dozen.
Yeah. And we'd love for you to join us, Keith. Hopefully you can find 3 other people to come with you, okay?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Very cool, man. We will see you at the end of the month at Roger Dean. Okay, bud?
Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
We are going to be doing this every day this week. So we've got more 4-packs. If you want to get a little spring training action with the KVJ show, we'd love to have you join us.
Let's pack this section with a little party crew.
I say we do. Absolutely. So, but here all week long. All right, we got more KVJ that is going to be coming at you on the After the Show. Cesar sent me something interesting. We're going to go a little bit deeper on maybe that naughty word that was on the video board during the halftime show and kind of break into that because we don't have to worry about what we say on that. We can curse in English and Spanish.
We can get into it and really try to discuss.
Yeah. But what Cesar sent me was all the symbolism behind everything you saw. And I thought there was a lot. Visually, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
It was busy.
Yes.
And it looked good. Like the colors, the vibe. Like it was very visually pleasing.
At one point, it looked like I was watching a regular music video. Like they were doing it on a set.
Yeah, it was very well choreographed.
But everything you saw meant something for Puerto Ricans. And I thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah, so I'll break that down for you as well. It's going to be coming up here on the After the Show. And a lot of your comments as well. You can get through to us, mail at kvjshow.com. Bird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
This is dedicated to you and your injury.
Your foot.
Yeah.
Your body keeps trying to save you, even on days your mind forgets to. I don't think I can read that because my glasses don't work. How about this? Cam, I hope you feel better.
Good. Thank you very much.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.